listen to him, please.
How's it going, guys? Beyond here, and for today's video I'm going to be bringing you guys a 21 kill solo squad game. Now, just a disclaimer, this game was played against Switch players, and just to explain it one more time, it was on the day where the Xbox servers were down, so I had to play on Switch servers with my friend, and we ended up playing some not so decent players, so that's why some of the players aren't that good. Now, this gameplay isn't going to be a normal one, as in this one I will be demonstrating the best aim in Fortnite console, in my opinion. This is the settings that I use daily. It's like my sensitivity and my audio and my display settings. I recommend these for everyone because as soon as I switched to these, I started playing 10 times better, as it made me focus more on my shots, and it also made me focus more on my gameplay rather than spam building and trying to outbuild opponents. So yeah, tune in, keep watching the video, and we'll get right into it. Alright guys, basically my Xbox game capture isn't working right now, and I can't upload to OneDrive, so I'm just going to do it like this. My controller sensitivity X is 0.6, Y is 0.6, and my ADS is 0.50, my scope is 0.45. Now, the reason you want to use a slow sense is because it provides you with the luxury of having to think before you do something, because you can't just flick your aim around and do stuff, right? That's why I think slow senses are better on Fortnite console, even though you can't build as fast as like Noisy or those like insane console builders that always upload to YouTube. My safe zone's at 0, my HUD skill's at 100, and all this stuff is on default's on. Just take a look at all this stuff real quick while I scroll through. Now my HUD is it's a little different than other people's, because I like to have my net debug stats on and my elimination feed on. Everyone has that on, but the net debug stats I like to have on. If we go to the next page, we have my brightness calibration, which I always set to 0.75. I've seen a lot of streamers play with this setting, that's why I like it more than the other ones, and I honestly feel like you can see players better with this. So yeah, let's go on to audio. I have my music volume off because I generally don't like to have it on when I'm on the home screen, but yeah. And then Cinemax volume is at 0.60 because you know, it's nice to have that volume on. I have voice chat on just in case I'm messing around with people in game chat. I don't have my colorblind mode on, so you don't have to worry about that, although I know some YouTubers have it on just because it looks better. And I play on a normal builder flow layout with no keybinds or any extra paddles. And yeah, there we go. Alright, now guys, most YouTubers say that any sensitivity that works well for you is the best one. However, what I think is that playing with a sensitivity no higher than 8 sensitivity will provide you with something that I think is the most important thing in Fortnite, and that's thinking before you do something, and also it's like your in-game IQ and your positioning, and you can focus more on that when you play on a slow sense, because you won't be so focused on just turning around and building fast, and you know, like you won't focus as much on your aiming, and you will focus on other stuff. So that's why I think it's better to play on a slower sense. Now for me, I personally think 6.6 is the best sensitivity. A lot of, like, Nick Merckx, for example, he's one of the best Fortnite console players, not in terms of building, but just because of how good his shot is and how well he positions himself in games. Another example would be Gronke. However, Gronke has recently switched sensitivity to 7, but 7 is still a good sensitivity to use nonetheless, because it's still a low sensitivity. It just allows him to turn a little bit faster. So I think with Gronke, he's at the point where his positioning is so good and his in-game IQ is so high that he doesn't have to worry too much about not focusing on it. So he's able to turn it up a little bit by going to 7 and not 6.6. However, he did start on 6.6 when he first played Fortnite. Alright, now to my next point. Another very important thing I wanted to mention in this video is that the past metas were always, you know, fastest console builder, best console player, ninja on console, and you know, everyone cared about how fast they can build. And I'm not even gonna lie, I cared too. I used to play 9.7 or 8.6 before I changed it down. But in season 3 and 4, that was basically the meta, and in Season 5, due to the SMG buff and the shotgun nerf, hitting your shots has never been more important. Therefore, switching your sense down will provide you with the best sensitivity and the best aim that you could have. because when you're playing on something like 8 or 9, you're either going to have an amazing reflexes, which only young people generally have, you know, not to be biased, some older people do have it, but still, and even some young people have it, not all of them. So not everyone's going to have the best reflexes, and it's just overall a better idea to play on a slow sense, because even if you do have good reflexes, you're still going to be aiming better with a slower one. Another reason for playing on 6.6 is because for newer players who have not adapted to Fortnite's aiming, 6.6 is going to be your best bet because it's not too slow and it's not too fast. I myself started playing Fortnite after I quit playing Halo 5, and Halo 5 is a very aim-intensive game where you have to have great aim in order to succeed. So as a console FPS player, I know that how important aim is, and I personally used to be one of the best Halo 5 players during my time, and therefore my aim had to be good for this. So I know that having good aim is important in all games that have to do with shooters and guns and stuff like that. So I definitely recommend you use a slow sense for this reason as well. Now guys, let me just say, I know some of you are going to be triggered by this video because you guys play on very high sensitivities, and although building is very important in Fortnite, for Season 5, the most important thing in my opinion is your aim and your positioning, due to the fact that there's no more double pump or double shotgun, and SMGs are so, you know, necessary for your game. Therefore, having a very high sensitivity, although it's great for building, it's not going to get you out of all situations, because imagine this: you're playing in a game, there's a squad pushing you, and you're just speed building, right? You're just spam building, but all 4 of them are spamming you with an SMG. It doesn't matter how fast you build, even if you're playing 10-10, you're the best builder on console, they're still going to get to the point where they're going to shoot you down or just shoot you through your walls and kill you. Therefore, having the best shot and being able to take down your opponents as fast as possible is the most important thing in this season. Alright guys, thanks for watching. That's going to be all I have to say about sensitivity and settings for Fortnite console. The rest of the game is just going to be this 22 kill solo squad gameplay, so I hope you enjoy, and have a great day. And be sure to comment anything if you have any suggestions or any, you know, like disputes that you have about my claims. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video and have a great day. And here's some big facts, boys. If you don't believe about what I said in this video, just take a look at my channel. I consistently drop 20+ kill bombs in solos, solo squads, and I couldn't do this until I dropped my sense. So honestly, when I played on higher sense, I could not do this, but after I switched it down, I became a Fortnite god. So yeah, go ahead, just check them out if you don't believe me, and I promise you will start to see what I'm trying to say. Alright guys, thanks for watching.